such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This. I am your host, Pastor James Pittman. Daily Signal has an article entitled, "This Teacher Came Out to His Students as Transgender and Expects Them to Go Along." In May, just a few weeks ago, Mr. Busenbark showed a video of himself coming out as transgender to all age elementary students who were present from kindergarten through 5th grade, so without any parental notification. This man spoke to his principal. His principal then encouraged / gave permission, and he went to each classroom, the interview I heard says, and he showed this video. I'm going to show two videos. Here's the first video introducing the coming out party.
Hello. Let me introduce myself. You've known me as Mr. Busenbark or Mr. B. You've known me as the person in the science room, as the person with the plants and the animals, as the person who builds and helps you build. Most of what you know is true. Most of what you know won't change. But there is one truth that I've hidden from you until about a month ago, from my fellow teachers, from friends, from family. I am transgender. Maybe you know what that means. Maybe you don't. Maybe you've only heard.
And so the gentleman then goes on to read a book explaining what transgenderism is, that he's one, without asking permission from the parents. The coming out party is then forced upon grade school children without any parental notification, by the way. And again, the interview I heard from the head of Liberty Counsel said that it's already having effects, that some of the very impressionable grade school students are not only talking about sexuality, something they should not have been introduced to, but they're questioning their sexuality. Here's the second clip, how he ends the coming out party.
I hope this has helped you understand the word transgender better, and I hope that it's helped you understand me a little better. We are not just the cover of our own books. And I know that in our beautiful community, we love and honor each other, and that you will love and honor me as we move forward. And now let me introduce myself anew. You've known me as the person who builds and helps you build. You've known me as the person with the plants and the animals. You've known me as the person in the science room. All of that's true. None of that is changing. But I am going to take my wife, Stella Steele's, last name. And I am going to use not Mr. and not Miss, but Mix. So you can call me Mix Steele. Are you ready to go, Belly? This is my little dog, Belly. She's being a little good girl. Oh no, she just wants to lay down more. You can call me Mix Steele, but really, don't worry if you don't get that and you forget and you call me Mr. B. You've known me a long time as that name. That's going to happen. All I ask is that you try to use the new name. And for my pronouns, I'm using they, them, and their. Oh, are you coming back? My little dog is coming back. Thank you.
In the video, he suggests that people who disagree with his transgenderism are motivated by fear and hate, and depicted said folks as ghost-like, scary people. On Busenbark's Facebook page, he said the purpose of showing every student the video was so that all the children can know who I am and who I am becoming. it's one thing to have one's said beliefs, but the huge problem is when a grown man begins to talk about genderism, sexuality to children. I mean, fine, it seems like those on the other side of the transgender issue, we Bible-believing Christians, they non-Bible believing Christians, we have different views. But how does the other side now justify taking this fight to grade schools, to talk to children as young as 5 years old about these issues? I don't understand. Well, I do, but how do you defend that to people who are on the other side, or people who are in the middle and don't know? Why are we talking to children about this? And the answer is simple. That is the enemy's strategy, to borrow from the old proverb, he who rocks the cradle rules the world.
For such a time as this,